Blonsky with a 2-2. Hitting the Joker for a second time. I don't understand what his hand signals are, but he's got some boat issues or something. All right, race number 6. We're going to get this one underway in just a moment.
That's all good.
All right, race number 6 off underway. I just had to go to the little boys' room. Pro-Am Sport GP, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. Let's see what we got going on out here. We have got Wayne Order, 96 with a hole shot, followed by Baroli, followed by a Keen boat and a Turbo Tupperware Spark, 172, and then Justin Keen. Brent Hahn shutting the door on Keen. Keen forcing it back open, though. Followed by Troy Morgan in the back. Wayne Orden opting to take the Joker early and just hand over the lead to Baroe. Can hear that Turbo Spark barking in the background. That means none other than Corey Dixon are going out to the Joker. Keen boys back together. Oh no, that's a Polera on another keen bow. That's right, Polera's on a keen bow. Oh, Polera's pulling in. 106. Having issues. Those keen boats have had a... Yeah, Polera on the keen boat pulling in. I don't know what's going on with keen boats. They've had a couple of issues with those boats this weekend. He's got the hood open. He's trying to make it happen, whatever he's doing. They got heads in the engine bay. They're trying to figure it out and get him back on the course. Not quite sure what we've got, but these are pretty strong out open boats. Broey leading Warden. Brett Hahn taking the Joker. Looks like Keane took the Joker as well. We are getting our podium backdrop set up for our award ceremony coming up right at the conclusion of racing. 30 minutes after racing, we will be doing award ceremony at the registration tent, where we'll be handing out our nice acrylic 139 Designs trophies. You can still have time to buy tickets to our giveaway ski, our free season of racing, and our $500 gift card to Soundwaves. Go Bills! Race number 7, Super Chickens. Look at those chickens out there getting all warmed up. Nothing like a nice warm chicken on a Saturday afternoon. That means race number 8's coming up after that. Race number 8, Pro-Am Ski Stock, Pro-Am 4-stroke ski lights should be getting ready to go. One minute 40 seconds on the clock. In this Pro-Am Sport GP, Wayne Orden leading this thing. Followed by Keane and then Maroe. This is a technical section on the right-hand side of the start. These boats have to get off of plane, hooked up to the right, accelerate, and then shift all their weight, get reset to the left. And then as soon as they get situated in that corner, they need to reset back to the right, and then right back to the left again. It is a very, very technical section and difficult to do on these HXs. It takes a lot of input to get these things to lay over. Not as much as the Wave Blaster with the flatter hull. '96 and way out there still, having a great race. Actually, I misspoke. I don't know what the hell Wayne just did, because that's actually Keen out front. Missed something in the back section, because now Keen is out front with Baroe and then Orden. Wayne Orden's sponsors are Wetworks, and then he wrote PCW Racing, whatever that means. Wayne Orden almost getting into the clutches of Corey Dixon. We won't hear the end of that one if Dixon gets around Orden on that Tupperware plastic hulled Sea-Doo Spark with the turbo. That is the non-naturally aspirated machine. White flag is out. The drone is in the sky too. We're gonna have some really good videos courtesy of Mr. Carter. Make sure you catch Mr. Carter when he's walking around with his camera throughout the pits, catching interviews. Tell him about your day. Tell him about jet ski racing in general. Tell him about your plans, your future with jet ski racing, your past, how you got into it. If you got a funny story about your first race, tell him about that. Tell him about how fast you used to be. No one's double checking, it's all right. Looks like Troy Morgan's boat's holding together really well this race. He's had some issues with that boat. Well, a couple of his boats all season long, but when they're on, they're on. Uh-oh, Mr. Orden taking a little break over there, letting Dixon by, letting Brent Hahn by. Maybe he just needed a nap real quick. He was thinking about that taco dinner later tonight. He's just trying to get there quicker. Braden Seven's gonna hook him up, drag him in. That's not an easy boat to get towed in on. We'll see how graceful Wayne Orden is getting towed in on that HX. Behind one of his sponsored riders, Braden is a Wetworks rider. That is the only graceful way to get towed in on HX in the jet wash behind the Spark. He did need a beard washing anyway. It was getting a little bit raggedy. Race number 7, we've got Super Chickens on the line. P1 in the first moto, the number 13, James Hager, sponsored by Wet and Wild Racing. P2 in the first moto, Susan Zipkin, sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies, the one and only Beard Art, Wetworks, Weeks Brothers, Water Sports. We are not announcing here their Wetworks sponsors because the Wetworks main man's boat is being towed in by any means. Another Wetworks sponsored rider, Tully Zipkin. You okay down there, Wayne? You get waterboarded? At number 19, Aaron Hay out of Rochester, New York. May remember that number 19 boat from the Watkins Glen two-stroke national t-shirts. Very photogenic Super Chicken. Also halfway decent dancer. Doing the sprinkler on the line. Extra points for dance moves. Tully, you can earn extra points by doing good dance moves out there. He's not paying attention. He's focused. All right, fire those chickens up.
All right. And the Super Chicken is off. Race number 8 is up on deck. Welcome back. Pro-Am, Ski Stock Pro-Am, 4-stroke ski light. All I could do to stay warm, I got out of the old wetsuit, and of course the sun comes out now. Why wouldn't it? All right, race number 7. Who do we have? Who's got the hole shot? Is this Zipkin? Let's see who's coming down around. I know Hay had that outside, so let's see where she's at in the mix. We got Tully Zipkin with the hole shot. Aaron Hay, followed by a battle. Wow, Haig and Zipkin battle, or excuse me, Zipkin and Hager. Wow, Susan with a huge spin out, and I think stalled. Pulled the lanyard maybe, I don't know. Looks like she pulled the lanyard. Wow, battling it out for 3rd position. That was a tough break.
You got me?
Once again, Hager going around Hay. Tully Zipkin checking out. Back onto the, making his way towards the shoreline. Now cutting over to the back stretch. Making his way to the left-hand side of this course on the back straight. Pro-Am, Ski Stock, and Pro-Am 4-stroke ski lights. Race number 8, you're up on deck. Please make your way to the line with your holders in tow. We're going to move these motos along. We've got half a dozen more motos left for the afternoon, and if you like what you see, come on back in the morning because we're going to be rocking and rolling at 9 o'clock for our afternoon of motos. 9-ish, I would say. Once again, a huge shout out to SBT. If you check out these huge buoys you're seeing, white, yellow, reds, with the big SBT, that's Short Block Technologies, big, huge sponsor. If you're wanting to get that ski up and running, whether it is just a recreational ski or what you're seeing out here, a little race action. ShopSBT.com. Check them out. Take a look at their website. They literally have everything under the sun, even complete motors, big warranties. So huge shout out to the SBT folks for supporting the series. Another huge shout out to Extreme Service Center and Ryan Sheedy, local racer here that has done a lot to bring us into the city of Sylvan Beach. We appreciate all the support and hope getting this done. Once again, Hamburg Floor Covering, big sponsor to the series. Hammerhead Tactical, 10mm photo, 139 Designs, No Limit Metalworks, Cardone Race Corner, of course. So just a few of our great sponsors that keep the ball rolling, and we're just continuing to grow the series. Make the family bigger. If you want to join the family, check it out. Go to East Coast Watercross. We're live streaming this race. It's pretty crazy. It's also on YouTube. So you can go on to East Coast Watercross, click the SBT icon up to the top, and like and share. We appreciate it. Hager in that second position. Zipkin. That's Tully out in front. And Hager in behind him, followed by Aaron Hay. All right, in no particular order, this is race number 8, Pro-Am 4-stroke ski lights. The 595 of Sebastian Wilcox out of Franklin, New Hampshire. He's sponsored by Commander Youth Racing, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Showtime Freestyle, Hot Slag, No Limit Metalworks, Z-Force Racing, Teen Wolf Racing, Burks, soon-to-be Black X2, and Dad's Overtime. The 595 of Kelly Wilcox out of Franklin, New Hampshire. He's sponsored by Jet Pilot, No Limit Metalworks, Z-Force Racing, and Slaying Danger Racing Fuels. The number 33, Cash McClure. He's out of Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. He is sponsored by TC Freeride, McClure Racing, Chase Plumbing and Mechanical, 6D Helmets, ODI, GoPro, Cardio Systems, and Cardo Systems, Action Sports, and Canopies as well. We got a checkered flag looking like Tully Zipkin. Gonna take it, followed by Hager. On the number 13, in behind would be Aaron Hay. And Sue Zipkin in the back. Once again, Pro-Am Ski Stock. The 21C of Dave Davidson out of Burlington, Ontario. He is sponsored by JetX, dedicated plastic tanks and steel tech, as well as BRP Museum. The 299 of John Gould out of Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. The 730 Dylan Sharp out of Towland, Connecticut. The 77 Center of Connor Malone out of Templeton, Mass. And the 912 of no other than Rick Shirker, two-time world champion out of Oatsville, Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Kern Brewing, Fast Power Sports, at Reba, Fly, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. Yeah. And if blow them out. Let's get them rocking and rolling here. Race number 8. Race number 9 up on deck, Junior Sports Pack. Get your boats and holders in order. We're going to cut them loose here. Shirker and Davidson out like a cannon.
let's see, we got Shirker on the inside. Surprise, surprise, Shirker with a hole shot. That makes a hole shot for every single race Shirker has raced with us this season. Cash McClure on the underpowered 1050, coming out in front of the 1500s. Good start for the 33 on the 1050.
Oh!
Who's down? Gould taking a water sample.
Was that Gould?
That was Gould, yep.
Wow, 299, tough break for Gould. Man, I thought he was going to hold on to it, but yeah, that was a rough dismount.
He's smart enough to know to let go of that heavy boat of a machine. Let's see if McClure can hold off the 1500cc 21C Dave Davidson. Severely outmotored. There's probably a 45-year age gap between second and third place. Maybe 42 years. David Anderson, what is that big bright thing up in the sky over here that I see?
What's that?
What is that big bright thing up in the sky there? Looks
Bright thing up in the sky.
The sun coming out somehow?
I know. And
Events.
I just switched into my cozy clothes, you know what I mean? I could not get warm in a wet. I just couldn't get warm. Finally finished my moto early because we had early motos. McClure out and behind Davidson coming down that front straight behind him. Kelly Wilcox. Yeah, amazing. I'll tell you what, it feels absolutely perfect.
Speaking of perfect, look at this ride from the 595 Wilcox. Finally picked up the pace today. He's had a couple off motos this morning, but he's chasing down Cash McClure out there. Unless he puts Sebastian on it, that could make more sense if Sebastian was on it, but too tall for Sebastian. That's actually Kelly putting in a good moto. Just need to get rested up from the last night's festivities, ready to go by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. .912, Rick Shirker making his way around lap traffic. John Gould from his water sample. 21C, Dave Davidson, P2 in the Pro-Am ski stock class, P1 in the Pro-Am four-stroke ski lights class. Cash McClure on the 33 out of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. Staying low in that trade. Pivoting that Superjet in this switchback section. Hardest turn on this course is that left hand into right hand. Wilcox keeping the boys honest. Best ride for him this weekend on that boat. Don't anybody tell him that I gave him a compliment, though. .730, Dylan Sharp, cousin of the Sevens. Got a whole family of racers brought out here. He's a motocross racer. Halfway flags are up.
Shirker coming down through that front straight on the 912, making easy work of this course. It's a big course with a lot of pretty technical turns, and I like it. I like it.
Thanks, I tried pretty hard.
You did a great job. Did a great job. I know that you guys put a lot of time in with getting these set up and making things, mixing it up a bit. So getting everyone ready for World Finals, and great job. Cash McClure on the 33 coming down the front straight.
Yeah, we want our racers to have as much of an upper hand when we get out to Havasu. We're the only series that has built a replica track. The track is not fully finalized yet. They are all still just hand-drawn renders. We've been working back and forth on for a while. I got one last night that seems to be the final design, and it's pretty close to the right-hand side of the track. Like I said, the left-hand side is exactly how it will be, plus one extra set of buoys over there at World Finals. But the right-hand track is similar to what we have here, but they have an added runabout section and a log jump section, but it is a very similar style to the right-hand side of our track, and very, very similar in the size and speeds.
All right, race number 9, Junior Sports back up to the line. In no particular order, the 872 Colin Beers out of Poughkeepsie, New York. Sponsored by Nickerson Performance, HydroTurf, PWC Doctor, and Moto Pro Graphics. The 520 of Avery Nickerson. She's out of Bristol, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Nickerson Performance. Cassidy Painting, Hill Racing, Loomis Fabrication, My Girls Racing, Miller Racing, F Racing, Watusi. Competitive Crankshafts, Wetworks, Jet Trim, Jet 10mm Photo, Jet Ski Obsessions, Jet Pilot, Scott McMasters, Fast Glass by Adeo, PWC Doctor, Psycho, and the 212 of Ryder Downey out of Bristol, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Nickerson Performance, Cassidy Painting, Hill Racing, Loomis Fabrication, My Girls Racing, Miller Racing, F Racing, Watusi, Competitive Crankshafts, Wetworks, Jet Trim, 10mm Photo, Jet Ski Obsessions, Jet Pilot, Scott McMasters, Fast Glass by Adeo, and PWC Doctor, as well as Seiko. The 315, Luke Meyer, he's out of Blackstock, Ontario. The 97 of Scarlett Carnigan out of Blackstock, Ontario. The 24, Liam Beers out of Poughkeepsie, New York. Sponsored by HydroTurf, Arctic Adventure, Nickerson Performance, PWC Doctor, Undercover Auto Body, Moto Option, and Moto Pro Graphics. The 20, Jake Beers out of Poughkeepsie, New York. He's sponsored by Stone Pony, Nickerson Performance, HydroTurf, PWC Doctor, and Undercover Auto Body as well. That is going to be our junior sports spec class. You like some good competitive racing? These juniors don't let them trick you. They are fast, and it gets they battle it out pretty good.
Oh, Dylan Sharp takes a water sample on the front straightaway, getting those big boat 1500s to pivot back to the right after making those high-speed corners is difficult. Speaking of juniors, turn your attention to the left-hand side of the track. Cash McClure is reeling in the senior, Dave Davidson. Davidson takes the joker, gives up position to Cash McClure, who's a different class, but Cash stayed right on that 1500 this whole moto, and he was reeling him in. Davidson to take the joker, let him get by.
Yeah, looking like Dylan Sharp back up on that boat of sevens and making his way, filtering back into the race. Luckily, that rider is safe.
White flag lap. The 912 RSR Racing, a resident defending Masters World Champ. .595 Wilcox still on the gas.
Well, he must have went bed early last night.
He definitely went to bed early this morning.
Well, he came up to me and said, "Hey, are you don't wander around the pits?" I go, "Nope, I'm going to bed." And I'm not going to wander around the pits with you, Kelly. No,
yeah,
not doing that.
Especially when there's the likes of Gino Curran in our pits. If Gino Curran's in the pits and wandering around happens late at night, chances are it's going to be a slow morning. We didn't see Jack Cutts wandering around the pits at 1 o'clock in the morning, though, for some reason. I don't know why. We looked for him, but we didn't see him. He was doing his jet pump fit routine or something.
Cash McClure coming through on a number 33 WX 1050. Davidson on the 21C, or the C21. Sharp on that 730. Back up and moving. I'm sure he'll feel that in the morning. Shirker on the checkered flag at 912.
Oh, Sharp.
On the win on that moto for, that would be Pro-Am Ski Stock. Running that 1500 SXR. I think we got 3 of them out there. Oh, Shirker. Is Shirker on? Is that a SXR 1500, Sean?
Yes, sir. A well-built one at that. It's ski stock, but he's got it dialed in really well. They allowed cam changes last year, so he's got the adjustable cams in it. Goes really well. The pilot also helps. Pretty good pilot. Kelly looks pretty gassed from pushing that whole moto. That's first moto this weekend I've seen him push the whole time. Best ride of the weekend for him so far. .777 Malone coming across the finish line. He was on X4s last year. He got a pretty good whack early in the season here last year. Broke a leg on an X4. For some reason, he decided he wanted to jump into this class and try his hand at these big ski stock 1500cc four strokes. Up next, Junior Sports Spec, one of the most competitive races you'll see all weekend. This is a family affair class right here.
All right. Junior Sports Spec race number 9. They're going to cut them loose. Wicked running them down through the line. Who's it going to be? Once again, Junior Sports Spec top 3 in points. We've got Colin Beers, Avery Nickerson, and Ryder Downey. And, you know, they're all having a great weekend. So let's see what we have.
Looks like Avery out front from here. Colin and Ryder, I believe.
Yeah, Avery Nickerson coming down that front 20, the 520 in behind Colin Beers. And behind her is Ryder Downey. I believe that's Ryder Downey, 812.
Yep.
Colin Beers in the 872. All right, I screwed up. Hang on. We got to get him next time around here.
Yeah, it looks like a Meyer and a Carnegie, and then followed by 2 Beers, Jake, and then Liam in the back. It's hard to keep track of all these Beers family. This whole season of this junior sport class, you could basically just guess which one of these top 3 it's going to be, because they have been super consistent all season long, whether it was Avery out front, Ryder out front, or Colin out front. The girls have said plenty of times they don't care which one of the sisters wins as long as they beat the boys. How did Avery just give up that lead? Where did I miss her giving up the lead? She's sleeping out in the back section or what?
Yeah, I don't know. She's maybe having some issues with that boat. I'm not really sure.
All right, that puts Colin on the 872 machine, P1. Avery, P2. Ryder, P3.
Yeah, so we got Beers, Nickerson, and Downey, 1, 2, 3, which is, coincidentally enough, that's who the first 3 points leaders are. So still, it's good. This is going to be a battle.
Is that Mac?
Going to come right down to the wire.
Mac Meyer in 4th.
Liam Beers on the number 24 and the number 97 of Carnegie. Jake Beers on that number 20 coming down the front straight. Race number 10, please make your way to the starting line. Race number 10, we've got Junior Ski. and Pro-Am Ski Light. Pro-Am Ski Light and Junior Ski, race number 10. You're up on deck. Please make your way to the starting line with your holders in tow.
That's going to be a good moto to watch right there. That Pro-Am Ski Light moto last round was quite the battle. Good the ride by Sebastian Wilcox and Cash McClure out there. Boys been battling all season when the McClure family comes on up from Tennessee. Quite the points battle in that Ski Lights class between Sebastian and Cuts. Same as Ski GP between Sebastian. Let's make sure we got some holders down there for Ski Lights class, please. Some holders for Ski Lights.
Beers and Meyer coming down that front straight, kind of battling it out. I'm not sure if Meyer was lap traffic or not, but Beers had that thing laid on its side going into that yellow buoy. And I think maybe it was lap traffic. I'm not sure because I lost track of exactly. I'm pretty certain that Colin Beers is still on the lead lap here, followed by Avery Nickerson and Ryder Downey.
I do believe that is accurate. I was also distracted, but Myers was on the lead lap. I think this is Myers' best ride he's ridden on that boat. but the beer's plan has swallowed him up except for Liam. Liam looks like he's getting a checkered flag for Colin, so Liam's not going to get lapped. Carnegie got lapped. Good ride for Carnegie, though. Another new junior rider. And a great ride for Avery, per usual.
And Avery Nickerson and Ryder Downey with that checkered flag, I believe, in the second and third positions.
Look at all these juniors putting their hand up like proper racers after they come to the finish line. It's almost like they listen better than the older men racing around here. Surprisingly so. We got a drone. We got another drone out. Are we live on the drone too, Pete?
What?
Are we live on the drone?
We're trying to.
Oh, nice. We're trying to get the drone live now that the weather's cleared up. Fun tricks. We're learning a lot this season with live stream. The Burke family has stepped up our game massively.
Got me? We're going to get the start on the drone, Charlie. We got it.
Oh, all right. We're going to get this start on the drone. So we're going to get the drone in place for the start. It will also be live. So if you've got a phone in your pocket, open your phone up, go to YouTube or Facebook, and you can watch the drone live stream on this start. Pete's going to get as close as he can to them.
All right, Pro-Am Ski Light once again. The number 6 Jet Cuts out of Tabernacle, New Jersey, sponsored by Tigercraft, Easy Ski, Jet Pump Fit, and I Paint NJ, or New Jersey, I would assume. Number 7, Chris Norton out of Queensbury, New York, sponsored by Blue Can Racing, Jet Pump Fit, Jetworks, PTR Racing, Torrent Pumps, and Patch Motors. The 9, Lucas Keene of Manahawkin, New Jersey. The 10 of Evan Polera, he's out of Manalapan, New Jersey. The 13, James Hager out of Auburn, Mass, sponsored by Wet n Wild Racing. The number 32, Logan Morton out of East Otis, Mass. The 51, Tyler Leclerc out of Newton, Connecticut. He is sponsored by Showtime Freestyle, Jet Trim, and Blue Clan Racing. The 113, Molly Curran, sponsored by, she's out of East Falmouth,
Oh, we got a 2-minute hole. 2-minute
sponsored by
hole.
Curran Brewing Company. Lure Performance, Watercraft, Rick Shirker Racing, and R&D Power Sports. The 595 is Sebastian Wilcox. He's out of Franklin, New Hampshire, sponsored by Commander Youth Racing, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Showtime Freestyle, Hot Slag, No Limit Metalworks, D-Force Racing, Teen Wolf Racing, Burke's soon-to-be Black X2, and Dad's Overtime. We also have the 33. Cash McClure is out there on a. He's in junior class, the only one in that class, but he's out of Soddy Daisy, Tennessee, getting some more time in the tray, if you will. And he is sponsored by TC Freeride, McClure Racing, Chase Plumbing and Mechanical, 6D Helmets, ODI, GoPro, Cardio Systems, Action Sports, and Canopies. And we are off to a green flag start here.
Looks like McClure on the inside and Sebastian on the outside, from what I can tell in the glare. You can tell by their full tuck. Sebastian is in full tuck mode on that outside. These boys have something to prove out here. These boys are the fastest juniors you're going to find. Let's see. I think Sebastian's going to come out with a head of steam, but that McClure TC Freeride boat is no joke. Yeah, McClure has got it. It's going to be the battle to watch now. Keep your eyes on the front of this pack. Jack Cutts is going to try and stay with these youngins. Molly Curran out with a great start coming out on her retirement tour. Followed by Keene. Where's the leg drag? There's the leg drag from Keene. Nailed it. Style points for Keene. +1 lap. We'll knock that down. Looks like Polera, then Hager, then Norton. And then Logan Morton. Or actually, that might be Polera in the rear, and Morton might be up further. This is Morton's first race weekend ever with us.
Race number 11, Women's 1100 Limited. Please make your way to the starting line. Women's 1100 Limited. Race number 11.
Ooh, hold on one second, David. We just got an update. Jay Edworthy's winning Moto number 2 down in P1 Aqua X. Attaboy, Jay Edworthy. Let's hold it down for Region 8 down in Florida. Show those P1 boys what's up. Cash McClure, Sebastian Wilcox going at it. Seb trying the inside option. McClure taking the outside option. Let's see if Sebastian can reel him in through the dirty water. Cuts is going to do everything he can. Cuts still probably has a good 20 pounds on these boys. You can see how even these boats are. Sebastian Wilcox and Cash McClure staying about the same distance apart. What is Sebastian doing following Cash? We don't follow through the splits. It's easy to get sidetracked when you're chasing somebody around. You get caught in the tow. Next lap around, he better be taking a clean line and take that inside or opposite split. Oh, Sebastian went to go take the Joker. All right, that's what he was doing then. So he's off to take the Joker early. He's going to try and get fresh water and see if he can't make up some distance on Cash now that he's out of his pump wash. See some freestyle boys over the right-hand side of the course warming up, doing some flips. Cuts took the Joker, allowing Molly Curran to get by. That plan backfired. He was trying to do it to stay with Seb, but Molly got in front of him. Now Cuts is in the dirty water behind the 113 Curran Brewing Machine. That boat broke 3 out of 4 motor mounts last race in Watkins Glen, and somehow they managed to find enough pieces and parts to cob that thing back together in Watkins. They got it dialed in now. Cash McClure knows that he's got to try and stretch this lead out because he definitely is aware that Sebastian took that Joker. He's looking over his shoulder. He's going ahead. He knows what's up. Sebastian Wilcox is going to push as hard as he possibly can right now because now he's going to be back into the pump wash water. Let's see how close he comes back out. About the same distance he was behind him. These boys are just staying pretty even. A little bit of a gap for McClure pulled out. The great equalizer, though, coming into lap traffic. Looks like, let's see, that was Polera. He moves out of the way, proper gentleman. Very aware of his surroundings, enough to know there's a race going on and he's not in it. Look at Molly Curran pulling out a lead on Jack Cuts. Impressive ride by Molly. We got Keen behind them doing the leg drag. Let's see if Keen leg drags this red SBT buoy here. Nope, not on this one. Must be getting tired.
Cut him off, Tyler, cut him
Oh, we got a nice battle going on here. Leclerc and Norton. Leclerc's not going to have any of that. He's going to shut the door. Norton should be in a little higher powered boat. He's technically not on a class legal boat. We're just allowing it because he wants to go hang out with his buddies and ride. If he was winning, it would be a different story. We got Sebastian on taking the inside option now, trying to find that clean water. Looks like he's pulling it in a little bit. A little bit, lap by lap. If any of you guys are looking to get into the ski lights class and want to learn how to have form on these skis, take a look at these leaders. This is proper form on how to ride a lights boat.
Yeah.
Molly and Jack still going at it over here. Jack trying the outside option. I do believe that Molly still needs to hit the Joker though, so.
Lucas Keen, Polera, and Hager. Hager taking a little dip there, testing the waters, but got right back up. Once again, Wilcox and McClure making it look so easy coming down, riding almost like effortless. Unreal.
Yeah, incredibly young racers. Seb putting in the work. This is the closest Sebastian's been to Cash McClure all race in the dirty water and all. This is a flipped position from the first moto. Sebastian ran away when he had some clean water. It's amazing what clean water will do on these evenly matched boats. They are on a white flag lap. There is very little time for Sebastian to make a move on McClure. It's going to take a mistake or these lapped riders. Oh, and the mistake comes from the 595. Wilcox tips it over, throws it away. Good ride for second place, though. You're not going to see a mistake from McClure out front. Oh, he knows not to push. .113, Molly Curran took the Joker, gave it back to Jack Cutts for P3, but Molly's still keeping Jack honest. P4 is going to be leg drag Lucas. P5 is going to be Thomas Hager. P6 is Leclerc. And P7 looks to be Norton.
All right, next round, time around, the checker's gonna drop. Wicked. It's got it in her hands.
Cash McClure, the win. And the overall for the day, because that puts him at a 2-1 and Sebastian at a 1-2 overall. If he was scored in this class, we are scoring him in a separate class. Incredible ride by these young guys.
Great race. Once again, race 11, women's 1100 limited. Did Stephanie Sinclair make it up to this round?
No, I heard that she had a dislocated hip or something. I haven't seen her around, but
that sounds painful.
Yeah, hopefully she's doing okay.
All right. Well, our best to her in that recovery. Hope she's feeling better. The 427, Samantha 7 out of Monroe, Connecticut, and the number 7, Sue Zipkin out of Newton, New Hampshire, sponsored by Global Integrated Technologies, Beard Art, Wetworks, and Weeks Brothers Water Sports. So that is, we got 2 in that class. Got a few more motos to wrap up the afternoon of races here. And once again, if you like what you see, we're here all day tomorrow. Bring your umbrella. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, we got about 4 more motos left here, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we actually have 5, 15. We're going to have the freestylists. They're going to be getting some qualification for World Finals in October. So Zipkin on that new 97 to her X4. And Sebin on the 427. Lipkin coming down that front straight, followed in behind. 7 on the 427. Once again, race number 12, Vintage Ski 550 and Vintage Ski Open. You are up on deck. Make your way to the starting line with your holders. We've got a few more motos to go for this afternoon, and we'll come back at you in full force tomorrow. And let's see what Mother Nature and Sylvan Beach and Oneida Lake has to offer. Hey, Sean, are awards tonight? We are having awards after the races or no?
Yes, sir. We are doing an award ceremony for today's trophies right after racing, 30 minutes after racing is done.
I saw you bring the podium out, so I wasn't sure. I'm assuming we're doing national results and tomorrow after the races. Once again, if you have not had an opportunity, you're a spectator, you go up to the merch tent. You're welcome to walk down into the pits and talk to any of our racers. They're always happy to share with you what they're doing and what class they race in. And you can go to the merch tent. Lucy and Cass are there to help you out and get you some great merchandise from either our tour shirts or hoodies, hats, you name it. A lot of moto option clothing as well and apparel. Check them out. Go see the ladies over there. They'll hook you up. They got some special deals, I'm sure. They always got something going, you know. Once again, a huge shout out to SBT for the support here in the series. If you're wondering what SBT is, well, you're in luck. Go check them out. ShopSBT.com. They basically have everything for you to put that jet ski back together that you've had sitting in the hedgerow for the last 2 years, 10 years, whatever, and they've got it all. They've even got complete engines, great warranties. Check them out. SBT, ShopSBT.com, and they stand for Short Block Technologies. But ShopSBT.com, and they'll get you hooked up. All right, once again, this is women's 1100. Susan Zipkin coming down on the left-hand side of your course, making her way down to the front straight on that 97 XP. Obviously, you notice they're a little bit of a different shape than the one that's coming in behind her, but same motor. Sea-Doo made a change. She's got the checkered flag, followed by the 427 of 7. But yeah, Sea-Doo made a change in 97 to their hull design from the one that rolled in behind the behind Sue. And once again, Sea-Doo just trying to make some innovative changes to keep up with the times. Definitely a very good hull in the big, deep water, that's for sure. It's a narrower hull, but believe it or not, they do allow it in this class only 1 year, because the following year they went to the 951 and it would be, too big for the class. So, although I think you can run that motor in open class, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. All right, no particular race order. This is Vintage Ski 550, number 3 at Carl Haas. He's out of Warminster, Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Blue Nightmare, West Coast, Gator Power Performance, Black Sheep Racing, Wave Crasher, 58 of Anthony Corson. He's out of North Salem, New York. The 777 of Chris Norton. He's out of Queensbury, New York. Excuse me. Sponsored by Blue Can Racing, Jet Pump Fit, Wetworks, PTR Racing, Torrent, and Patch Motors. Vintage Ski Open. This is a separate class, but combined class. The 3X of Anthony Vino out of Webster, New York. The 11 of Colby Everts out of Webster, New York. The 23, Patrick Sullivan out of Webster, New York.
All right, Terry, you should. Got me.
He's sponsored by GPO Jet Ski, Flower City Wraps, 29 of Peter Sullivan out of Webster, New York. Sponsored by Vino Long. The 37 of Derek Steck. He is out of Killingworth, Connecticut. And the 47X of Charles Quinn. He's out of Coopersburg, Pennsylvania. That's going to round out the Vintage Ski Open class. Making their way. Their holders up to the line here and getting them cut loose.
We got to get a little gas in Course Marshal Kevin's EX. He's on blinking yellow fuel lights, so we don't want to have to tow in the Course Marshal boat in these last couple motos. We got to splash a little fuel in it. We'll use the 550s to pull in the Marshal boat if he runs out. Norton's volunteering.
Did you see what Bill did?
And Sullivan on that number 29 coming out like a shotgun out of a cannon right there. I think that was maybe, who's that, Steck next to him? I'm not sure who. They're stacking up a little bit now, coming around that left-hand sweeper on the outside, actually on the inside, excuse me. It's like that would be Peter Sullivan. on that 29, I think, coming around the inside option. And it looks like his brother, Patrick, on the 23, 750 Pro. Oh, boy, I think he's going to rip right past him. Look at that. Oh, boy. That's going to be an interesting conversation at dinner. Patrick Sullivan getting by Peter. We've been talking. I was talking to him earlier in the day, and he's really been making that 29 ski a little faster, but Patrick got around him this time, got the whole shot. Race number 13, Pro-Am Runabout 4-stroke. Race number 13. You're up on deck. Here comes the big boys. If you like horsepower and you're standing on the shoreline, you're going to like this next set of this next moto is 300 plus horsepower on these machines. They're all RX PXs. I believe they're all 24 and 25 models. 320 horse right out of the box. Most of them have, you know, an ECU and some work and, you know, getting out another 20, 30 horse. I don't know. They're fast. Patrick Sullivan coming down on the number 23. Peter in the 29 and behind him, the number 11. That is Everts. Colby Everts out of Webster as well. All big crew out of Webster. And the 37, that is Stack. Why do I have Carl Hosch as the racer on number 3? It doesn't. I know that's not Carl Hosch. Oh, there's 2 3s, 2 different classes. Vintage 550 and Vintage Ski Open. I was confused. What's that? Once again, these racers making their way. Vintage Ski Open. This is Patrick Sullivan coming down the front straight on the number 23. Putting in the time. He's really, well, he's carving it right through the water, pushing hard. And behind him, Peter Sullivan on the 29. Colby Everts coming down the front straight. And behind. Yeah, that's the 3X of Anthony Vino coming down the front straight. Followed in behind him, the 37 of Derek Steck. Charles Quinn down the front straight on that 47X. Race number 13, Pro-Am Runabout 4-stroke. Please make your way to the starting line with your holders. If we need any holders, please just put your hand up. Wow, Patrick Sullivan coming down through, coming into some lap traffic. He's got pretty commensurate lead, looking like the number 11 of Everts, getting around the 29 of Peter Sullivan on the front straight. Once again, this is in no particular order. This is race number 13, Pro-Am Runabout 4-stroke up on the line. The racers, the 518, Joe DeMario. He's out of Chittenango, New York. Sponsored by DeMario's Eatery, DeMario's Plowing, Dean Heems Racing, FX Cabrera Power Sports, and Champion Power Sports. The 85 of Ryan DePasquale. He's out of Kent, New York. He's sponsored by Habler Sales and Service, Holmes Racing and Components, Fast Flow Fuel Line, BRP Museum, Hamburg Floor Covering. The number 6, Aiden Kruger, he's out of Brockport, New York. And the number 3 of Matt DeVos, he's out of Hilton, New York. That is our lineup for Pro-Am Runabout 4-stroke. Big horsepower coming down the line here. If you're a thrill seeker and an adrenaline junkie, check it out. They're going to cut them loose here after this moto.
I say if I'm flying, we probably can't do it.
Oh, we just got word Jay Edworthy got the checkered flag win down at P1. Representing for Region 8, Jay Edworthy with the win and second moto down at P1.
Pretty sure Ian Smith took third, too, I think.
Attaboy, Region 8 guys showing up down in Florida. Start these big boys up. Good jump for Ryan D.
Di Pasquale not wasting any time, getting way out front. Man, Kruger, I think that's Kruger on the outside option. Let's see where these racers end up. Wow. That was a little squirrely. Joe DeMario, I think the one racer kind of misnavigated a little bit, but yep. Man, these racers just flying. Let's see if DeMario can get around Di Pasquale. All these boats, all the same manufacturer, all the same model year. I believe they're all 24s or 25s.
About 70. Now he's falling.
So our resident drone expert's going 70 miles an hour with the drone, and he still can't stick with them down the back straightaway. So our drone is doing 70 miles an hour and can't hang out with these guys in the back straight. There's Ryan D pulling in P2, followed by Joey D. They don't have anything for Aiden out front, though.
Dr. Death going to get back out on the Spark again, or what? Come on. Oh, I know. You never, you got all your choices now. You can get whatever you want. Oh, wow. Oh, I saw that. Gotcha. I thought it's sharp. I think it looks sharp. Kruger coming down that front straight, just making, he is turning and burning. You can just hear the fierceness of that hull coming off that water, that motor just screaming. In behind him, Ryan DePasquale, followed by Joe DeMario on the 518. DeVoch, the number 3 out of Hilton, New York. Pro-Am Ski GP, you're up online. Pro-Am Ski GP, race number 14. We got 2 more motos to go. 14 and 15, and number 15 is freestyle. We're going to put on a nice little show for you.
Nope, just 14. No freestyle in the afternoon, just race number 14, and then we're half an hour, and then awards.
1 more moto. Once again, these racers, these boats, you can go buy these right out of a Sea-Doo dealer. Do a little bit of, and not a lot to them, you know. I mean, as far as, you don't really have to do a lot to go out. They do have pretty aggressive sponsons from the factory from Sea-Doo on them. Most of these guys have a different ECU in them and a tune, catch can, you know, some maybe a prop intake rate, and you can come out here and run these boats 70 miles an hour plus all day. I mean, if you can hold on. That's the key. Can you hold on? So race number 14 is up on deck here. This is Pro-Am Ski GP in no particular order. The 912 Rick Sugar. He's out of Oatsville, Pennsylvania. He's sponsored by Kern Brewing, Fast Power Sports, Riva Fly, Jet Pilot. The 888 of no other than Charlie McCarthy out of West Haven, Connecticut. The 730 Braden 7. He is sponsored by Commander Duncan Racing, Hot Slag Company, No Limit Metalworks, Jet Pilot, Earth Light, Emergency Money, Technologies, Wetworks, Champion Motorsports, Champion Power Sports, Sevens Lawn Care and Service, PM Milkowski Trucking, and Casey's Cafe, the 595, Kelly Wilcox, sponsored by Jet Pilot. No Limit Metalworks, Z-Force Racing, Sling Danger Racing Fuels, the 114 of Sebastian Wilcox. He's out of Franklin, New Hampshire. He's sponsored by Commander Youth Racing, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Showtime Freestyle, Hot Slake, No Limit Metalworks, Z-Force Racing, Teen Wolf Racing, Blake's soon-to-be, Burke's soon-to-be Black X2. I should know that by now. And Dad's Overtime, that's Sebastian. The number 6, Jack Cutts. He's out of Tabernacle, New Jersey, sponsored by Tigercraft, Easy Ski, Gem Pup Fit, and I Paint NJ, or New Jersey, I'm assuming.
Just a reminder, too, we are having our award ceremony 30 minutes after this last moto. So we need 30 minutes for any protests of scores. We have almost all the classes updated. 30-minute window for protests. And we will be doing awards. Get everybody off to dinner. Make sure you're partaking in some of the local businesses, such as Harpoon Eddie's. Right down the beach, that orange building. They got a great restaurant, a bar. Ski GP boys warming them up. This will be a good race to watch. Heavy points battle going on out in the front between Sebastian and Jack Cutts.
Kruger and a number 6 coming down through on that checkered flag with a first place finish. And behind him, I believe, Ryan Nevasquali on that number 85. Excuse me. Yeah, that's lap traffic. Ryan Nevasquali should be coming in here. I think he's still holding off.
Oh, it's
maybe
DeMario's got P2.
Oh, DeMario got around him. Okay. DeMario with a second place finish and a great run. Followed in behind and the number 85, Ryan DePasquale.
Good race by the boys out there on those big runabouts. This is a 100% payout too, so whatever money we took in for entry fees for this class on the weekend is going to get paid out on Sunday. We got course marshal Braden coming in, get off his course marshal boat and get onto his ski GP boat.
Unreal.
Everyone here is pulling double duty. Almost all the staff is also racers. We're a racers family. A lot of effort goes into this. A lot of volunteer time. Takes a lot of work to put together races like this. The amount of things that we have to bring out and stuff to set up and tear down. Thank goodness we have all the help from everybody. A lot of fuel that gets burned. We go through almost 50 gallons of fuel a weekend running these races between all the course marshal boats, all of the generators. 50 gallons of fuel gets burnt just to put on these races. Ski GP boys will give the racer number 730, Braden 7 a minute. No need to rush, Braden. You're all right. Take a breath. We'll get you guys going on the line here. This is the race to watch. You want to see the fastest stand-ups in the world. These Ski GPs are 1,500cc 4-stroke machines in custom-made race hulls. Turning over 2 Gs. Lateral force in the corners. 2 Gs of force is a lot of force to be handling in corners on these weapons. While we talk about our legs catching up things, when you're turning over 2 Gs, your legs are having to hold you from collapsing. So your legs get pretty tired, especially if you're on that outside start, sweeping around those really wide blue buoys out there. It's a lot of work. Got a boat out there making some waves for these GP boys. Maybe we'll have them circle back. Throw a couple big cakes for them. All right, Braden caught his breath. He's been on a course marshal boat all day long. Now he's gonna go smash it out with the boys in Ski GP. Let's see what they can do. Wicked going down the line. We got a good start, clean start. Shirker, of course. Or Sebastian from that 1050 on that long, long straightaway. Wait a minute, Braden. What the heck is Braden doing out there? Is that Braden in the back? Brody, are you telling Braden where to go out there? Who's in charge of that kid? It's not like he's been out on the course all day long and knows what he's doing. Well, that's a gift for the other boys at least. Braden got a little lost on the outside. He was going to the inside. Sebastian on the 1050 coming out behind his dad. His dad's letting up. He's letting Seb go. Attaboy. Tucking back in behind him safely. Charlie McCarthy with a good start. Jack Cutts right where he wants to be in front of Sebastian Wilcox. This is a Joker buoy class. Charlie McCarthy going down. The boys giving him a little bit of room to get by. Kelly Wilcox just checking on his buddy Charlie, making sure he's good. Now the race to watch. Second, third, and fourth place. Jack Cutts, followed by Sebastian Wilcox, followed by Braden Sebin. 912 RSR Racing, Shirker way out front already. Jack Cutts is going to take the toe from Shirker and try and see if he can stretch out a gap. He takes the inside option, Shirker takes the outside. Seb's going to probably take the outside. Braden's going to take the Braden takes the outside. Sebastian Wilcox throwing that 1050 around. Jack Cutts having the best ride he's had on that GP ski. These things are no joke trying to ride. Throwing it into these corners right here on the front straightaway is an insane amount of work on the body. You can see Jack Cutts crouched down, full lock to lock on the handlebars. Sebastian Wilcox opts to take the Joker really early. Good move by Sebastian. Now he's just going to try and stay in that clean water. And riding angry out there on the outside option. These two are going to go right at it. Nobody other than Sebastian is taking the Joker right now, so Seb is sitting pretty. Other than Charlie and Kelly in the back, that's all right. Looking ahead. Man, Braden is holding that thing on. Holy cow. That Commander Industries boat is sounding nasty out there. He's another one of our riders that's going to be racing World Finals with us. The only one out here that's not is going to be Shirker. Shirker's taking a year off. Kelly will race World Finals. Sebastian will race. Charlie McCarthy's not going out, I don't believe. We're going to make Jack Cutts go out. Might have to make him race. Sebastian seems to be losing a little ground to these boys. Maybe doing 3 motos a day is catching up to him at the end of the week, end of the race day. Jack Cutts goes for the Joker. That's going to open the door for Braden. Braden's going to just drop the hammer now and put his fastest laps of the race weekend right here. This is Braden's opportunity to try and pull it out. Good form, Braden, holding it on to the last minute and then just throwing that thing into the corner. Trying to get these GP skis to turn left, right at that pace is not an easy task. You can see how fast their feet are moving. They're swapping feet in the tray. Every corner, your front foot needs to be forward. Your front foot on the inside needs to be forward enough to be able to put pressure down on these GP skis to get that hull to bite. So if you watch this straightaway coming into these right-handers, you can see how fast they have to move their feet. Don't use Kelly Wilcox as that. Come by. Younger boys will show you how fast they move. Shirker on the 912 going to hit the Joker. He's got miles of room to be able to hit the Joker and not be affected. Braden Sebin still dropping the hammer, trying to pull away from Jack Cutts, so he's got enough room to take the Joker. He is doing exactly that, putting in the fastest lap of his race weekend right now. That was his cleanest lap he's made. Watch Jack Cutts' feet coming into this right-hander. He's going to go lock to lock with the steering. Feet are moving back and forth. Arches his back, puts his pressure on the back foot to drive out of the corner. These GP1 skis are just absolute poetry in motion watching them on this course. Got a good battle in the back between Wilcox and Charlie McCarthy. We've been battling it out with these boys for seasons on seasons. All the way back from lights boats to 1500s up to GP1s. Braden pulling out a good little gap on Jack. I don't know if it's going to be enough yet, but he's got a couple more laps that he's going to charge before he goes and takes that joker. Seb's still pushing real hard on the 1050. In water that's not as choppy, he definitely loses that advantage of having a lighter ski to the horsepower, the brute force and top speed that these 1500s have. Really good ride for Jack Cutts, keeping it super clean out there. All these boys are getting really comfortable on these skis. These are hard skis to get comfortable on at the pace. Everything happens so quickly with how fast they are. You are buoy to buoy speed is incredibly fast. So your reaction time needs to be incredibly fast. And your confidence in your equipment needs to be very, very high. Braden's got himself a nice little gap. He's got enough room to take that joker buoy now. He knows why to race. He knows to put in the hard laps when he has the clean water. If he can be mistake-free, he's going to wrap up second place. So in the battle for the series points, though, the way that this works with double points, Jack Cutts needs to finish in front of Sebastian overall on the weekend, or Sebastian needs to finish in front of Jack, and that's going to be for the 1-2 position. On the whole entire series, that's 12 rounds of racing. The consistency you need to have to be able to stay in the points for 12 whole rounds of racing through all kinds of crazy conditions all season long is quite impressive. Shirker making his way around lap traffic. Looks over to make sure Kelly's a safe distance away. We got the drone going back up in the air. Braden Sebin takes the joker with a mile ways away from Jack Cutts. Good form. Braden Sebin with putting in some charger laps, make up for his stupid mistake off the start. I'll go easy on him now that he put in a good ride. Jack Cutts holding off Seb Wilcox. If you're wondering why that blue ski sounds different, that blue ski has a 3-cylinder 1050 Yamaha engine in it. And the rest of these skis have 4-cylinder 1500cc Kawasaki 4-strokes. Tricky Rick Shirker making it look easy out here with a white flag lap coming out. On a long moto on these GP skis. Looks like Sebastian's putting in a little charge out there, trying to get back onto the back of Cutts, but one lap to go, it's not going to happen unless there's a mistake from that number 6 boat. Sebastian. Oh, the bird that's getting some fish over here. The other birds are chasing them down. Hawk just flew away with a big old fish in its claws. If the drone pilot was paying attention, the drone would have got really close to that bird with the giant fish in its claws. Yeah, blew it. Missed your opportunity for a great shot, Pete. Next time I'll give you more of a heads up. Checkered flag, 912 RSR Racing. Our resident defending world champ, Rick Shirker. Looks like P2 is going to be our very own course marshal in training. 730 machine, Braden 7. Great ride for Braden. P3, Jack Cutts. P4, Sebastian Wilcox. P5, Kelly Wilcox. P6, Charlie McCarthy. 30 minutes from now, we will roll into award ceremony. 30 minutes from now, award ceremony. So 6:05 roughly, we are going to be doing awards right here at the tent. 6:05, ready to go. Hey, Braden, when you're done, Braden, when you're done, I'll show you the course over here. Hey, Braden, when you're done, come up to the whiteboard. I'll help you out with which way to go on the start. If anyone's looking for some free food, I know Carl probably is somewhere. We've got pizza out here. We got leftovers from our lunch from Harpoon Eddie's. They overcooked for us. We've got pulled pork mac and cheese, a whole crate of pulled pork mac and cheese, a nice salad. Apparently, we're not a salad crowd. Not many people pecked away at the salad. And then we've got a whole pile of crinkle fries. So come on up and pick at it. We don't want to have to throw away this good Harpoon Eddie's food. We'll even give you some silverware. All right, we should be good for about 10 minutes. We don't have any protests on scores, so roughly 10 minutes for award ceremony for round number 11. 2025 SPT East Coast Watercross Tour award ceremony at the Blue Ridge Tent. Just about 10 minutes. We also have some free food left over. Pulled pork macaroni, antipasto salad, crinkle fries, and some pizza. All right, a few more minutes for awards. Everyone's still moving some skis around, a few more quads and carts on the beach. We're going to jump right into awards directly after. So start gathering around for awards ceremony, please. We'll get this underway and get everybody off to dinner. And a reminder, tomorrow we're going to be ahead of schedule because we don't have as long of a practice. And we all learned how to get through racing much quicker today. So we're going to be out of here early and do awards at Harpoon Eddie's out on the patio. They got a live band for us, too. We have to be a little bit more efficient tomorrow. All right, everybody, we've also updated series points now because I'm so good at getting ahead of things. Double points have been assigned. We have got printed off updated series points with today's overalls with double points posted up. So when you get over here to awards, you can look and see where you stand. Awards are going to start any minute. Carl's the only one here. He's going to get all the trophies if you guys don't show up. And he's getting all the free food. All right, gather around. We're going to get this award ceremony underway so everybody can get off to dinner. We also have a special gift for any racers who were here for every single round that we didn't tell you about. So get your asses over here for awards. Colin's here, everybody. Colin Beers is here, so everybody else should be here. Make your way over to awards. Let's get this show on the road. There is some free food from Harpoon Eddie's over here from our lunch. Pulled pork, mac and cheese. Some crinkle fries. All right, make sure you tell your family and friends. Award ceremony's live streaming right now. You can see our little dinosaur dancer out here with his trophy. We have no idea where this dinosaur came from, but somehow it traveled. You found it on the beach? What beach? Was it Watkins or here? It was here? You stole some little kid's toy? Was it Avery's? You steal Avery's toy? Or you can have it back if you want, Avery. All right. Is that everybody we're getting down here? Let's get this thing on the road. We've got some good live stream action by Pete Burke over here. Should we move all the savages eating the food out of the live stream, or are you good, Pete? All right, more savages. Free food. Get it before all the little boys eat it all and little girls. You can have as much as you want. You can fill up his pockets with it. Mac and cheese pocket. I got more I can sell you. All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out to round 11. Thank all the staff for toughing it out this morning. Thank all the friends and family and holders. Everybody that came out and helped. Typical Sylvan Beach fashion. Some heavy wind, some rain, some big waves. Luckily, we're all tough and we all know how to deal with this. So appreciate everybody coming out and the staff. Most of the staff had to go back and take some warm showers because the Florida boys and the Cayman Island boys were all a little bit chilly. They're not used to 60 degrees and wind and rain. So we have, how are you doing over there, John, from your get off on the front straight here? It was a pretty good Superman. It was nice. It wasn't as nice as Brad Nickerson. Where's Nickerson? Oh, there's Brad. How do you feel after your Superman out in the back section? I saw that. Not many other people saw it, but I saw it. I saw legs over the head, but somehow you still stayed on the throttle, too. I also noticed you did not lift. No lifting allowed. All right, so we've got a special gift that we made. We've had a good handful of people that came to every single race. So we made these cool little flags. Cassandra designed them. Big round of applause for my wife for doing all the graphic design for everything. So we made these cool little flags with all the tour stop dates. She's going to bring out a pile of them. I'm going to call out your names. Just come up and grab them. All right, so these are racers that came to every race. Susan Zipkin, Tully Zipkin, Thomas Hager. You're running away from me with the names. Well, they're going to all come running out. Tully's not going to run, though. Where is Tully? Cove Batsold, Warren Burke, come up and grab your gift. Not everybody at once. All right. Oh, yeah, I did say your name. Well, you came to all of them, too, so you can have one. Hager, Covey, Warren Burke, Terry Burke, Pete Burke, Brent Hahn. I'm throwing him at him. He can catch him. Jack Cutts. Thank you guys all for coming out to every round. Wilcoxes. We got some Wilcoxes. Where are the Wilcoxes? They're over there somewhere. McCarthy. John Gould. Kayla. Where's Charlie? Where's Cutts? Van Wee Jr. David Anderson. Carnigan. How many Carnigans we got? Mark Carnigan, Hausch, Carl, Andrew, Norton, Mazonsky. Where's McCarthy at? Where'd McCarthy go? He's always here. All right. Carnigan? No Cardigan? Yeah, where are the Cardigans kids? There's plenty of them around. And Carl. Carl's definitely here. Where's Carl? I'll put it near the food. Carl will find it. Those Zipkins over here? All right, once we find the Zipkins. All right, let's roll into awards for today. All right, race number 1. Novice Runabout 1100 Limited. Third place, Lucas Keene. In second place, Cove Batsold. In first, Joe Mario. Smile for Todd. There's the kid. Race number two. Carl, all right, race number 2, Junior X2s. Third place, Warren Burke. Second place, Van Wee Jr. And in first, Wilcox. Race number 3, Pro-Am Sports Spec. Third place, Lucas Keene. In second place, Brent Hahn. And in first, coming back from that dead engine start for the win, 1-1, John Mazonsky. Race number 4, split class. First in the split class, Pro-Am Runabout Rec Lights, and second in the split class, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Limited. We're going to do Rec Lights first. Second place, straight from Cayman Islands, Seth Watler. He may still be in the hot shower. Him and Shelly were really cold, and they've been gone for a long time. First place, Ryan Sheedy. Oh, Seth is out getting us fuel right now. We burned through all our fuel, so Seth misses his opportunity. We'll Photoshop him in next to Sheedy. You got to stand on the podium. You're hometown boy. By yourself. Big round of applause for the Sheedy Extreme Team, Extreme Automotive, for pulling this together year after year. Always appreciate the help. Race number 4, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Limited. Third place, Todd Sarzinski. Somebody get a picture of him. He got a picture of everybody else. Second place, Cove Batsold. And in first, the 21C out of Burlington, Ontario, Dave Davidson. Hey, I recognize those pants from one of these award ceremonies. Those are the ones that come off easy, aren't they? I feel like that was somewhere right around here that I saw that. I tried to erase it from my memory, but the videos, for some reason, just can't get deleted. We'll hold on to those videos for a while. The internet doesn't lie. Race number 5, Pro-Am X2 Open. Third place, Kayla Pliska. Second place, John Mazonsky. And in first, Andrew Freeman. Race number 6, split class. Pro-Am Sport GP, Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open, Sport GP first. Third place, Evan Polera. Second place, tour sponsor Wetworks, Wayne Jetski Jesus Orden. Still need him to do a wearing and a spark for me tonight. First place, Brent Hahn. Oh, we're all in for tomorrow? All right, boys. All in. Well. Pro-Am Runabout 1100 Open. Third place, Corey Dixon. Second place, Justin Keene. And in first, out of Fort Howard, Maryland, Scott Barowie. Probably the biggest post we've ever had online was his dad. We had like 400 likes and tons of shares for the 80-year-old on the podium last round in Watkins Glen. Maybe one of these races we put you against your dad on Super Chickens. Race number 7, Super Chickens. Third place out of Newton, New Hampshire, Susan Zipkin. Second place out of the same city, Tully Zipkin. Give him a hand, help him up, Carl. Give him a push. Give him a piggyback, Carl. In first, James Hager. Race number 8, split class, Pro-Am Ski Stock and Pro-Am 4-stroke ski lights. Ski Stock first, third place. First time out in this class. Put your hands together, Connor Malone. Second place, the Iron Man, Dave Davidson. And in first, RSR Racing 912, Rick Shirker. comes to the podium with more accessories than Carl does. Pro-Am 4-stroke ski lights. Second place, Kelly Wilcox. And in first, out of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee, Cash McClure. All this East Coast watercross gear we got, Kel, and you don't have something to wear with East Coast on it? Race number 9, Junior Sports Spec. Third place, Liam Mears. Second place, Ryder Downey. And in first, Colin Mears. All right, are we going to talk about your girlfriend now? Can we talk about your girlfriend in front of everybody? Are you going to show us pictures yet? All right. Hold on a second. We got important business over here. I think it's made up. We need a timestamp on this. Not one just with her. Are you with her? All right. She is a real person, but we'll verify that later. Race number 10. Split class. Pro-Am ski lights with junior ski 10 to 12. We had to score this one separately for World Finals purposes, even though it wouldn't have mattered. It would still have been first. So junior ski 10 to 12. Saudi Daisy, Tennessee's own Cash McClure, which ultimately even scored in this separate class so that he can qualify for World Finals and their silly little rules. He also would have been first place in Pro-Am ski lights by the number. So good ride for Cash McClure. Pro-Am ski lights, third place. Leg drag, Lucas Keene. Style points on the weekend for leg drag and on the lights boat. I don't know if it's just because your legs are 4 miles long that it looked even better, but second place, Jack Cutts. And in first, Sebastian Wilcox. This is going to be an interesting points battle. I didn't see the points. What's the points for this one now? 14 ahead now? All right, 14. We did update the season points with today's points on it over here on the board too. Race number 11, Women's 1100 Limited. Unfortunately, third place, Steph Sinclair did not get to ride. She blew her hip out. Her hip came out. Steph, did somebody wheel her over here? Is she out here? All right. If you need anything, oh, there she is. If you need anything, we can help prop you up on the ski, strap you in for tomorrow, whatever you need. Second place, Sam Sebin. First place, Susan Zipkin. All right, race number 12, another split class, Vintage Ski 550, Vintage Ski Open 550 first. Third place, Chris Norton. Second place on the Swamp Buggy, Anthony Corson. In first, your very own Carl Hausch. What are the series points in this one? This is an interesting series points. Carl's been on me about this one, so I got to see what we're at here. Norton 622, Carl 447. Carl, you're going to need to do something to change this up for tomorrow. All right, race number 12, Vintage Ski Open. Third place, out of Webster, New York, Peter Sullivan. Second place out of Webster, New York, Colby Everts. Third place out of Webster, New York, Patrick Sullivan. And just to round this out, 4th place out of Webster, New York was Anthony Vino. The top 4 out of Webster, New York. Also out of Webster, New York, Moto Option and Factory Fade, if you need any cool stuff. Don't yell at your mother. Race number 13, Pro-Am Runabout Stock. This 4-stroke stock. This class is getting 100% payout after on Sunday at awards. So we've been trying to grow this class. So we put all of the money that came in for entries for payouts on Sunday. So this is going towards that. 3rd place, coming out of retirement, Ryan DiPasquale. 2nd place, Joe DeMario. And in 1st, Aiden Kruger. Speaking of runabouts, our very own Jay Edworthy took the win in that last moto. Does anybody know what the points are now? Todd, we got a points update at all? No points update? Jay Edworthy did take the win. Ian Smith did take 3rd. Region 8 representing down in Florida. It's all that practice they got in Runabout 1100 Limited. Race number 14, Pro-Am Ski GP. 3rd place, Cowboy Cuts. 2nd place, I'm on the course all day long on a course marshal. Still don't know where I'm going. Braden 7. And in 1st, 912, Rick Shirker. All right, Ricky, attaboy. Good job, boys. All right, race number 15 would have been freestyle. So freestyle, we did a freestyle contest this time. We haven't done it most of the season because we haven't had a turnout. So we did this one. We had a couple guys that needed to qualify for World Finals. So we put it together. Let's see. 3rd place, freestyle. We're going to go with Carl Hausch. Doing the vintage freestyle. We're mixing him in with the big boys. No sharks for freestyle. In 2nd place, out of Riverton, New Jersey, Zach McDonough. Wearing a Tigercraft jacket, riding a Richter. Nobody noticed. It's all right. 1st place, Region 8's own Chris Norton. I saw Chris with a pair of snips down there on Zach's tether. I don't know what he was doing. It was pretty weird, but. All right, thank you all very much. Tomorrow, 8:30, riders meeting. We're rolling right into a last chance practice only if anybody is a new entry or needs to get course orientation. We're going to do that, and then we're going right into the first motos. Right into the first motos, be ready to go. Have your holders on the line, be staged up early. We are hammering through because we have to get awards done. We have season finale awards at Harpoon Eddie's on the patio with a live band. Please help us get through this race day tomorrow efficiently and quickly. We will probably see you at Harpoon Eddie's tonight as well. Thank you all. We still have some free food up here, so there's some fries, there's some salad. Come clear us out, take it with you, bring it to your camper or your van, whatever you got to bring it to. Load the whole thing up. I just don't want to throw it all away. There's tons of food over at Harpoon Eddie's as well, so make sure you're going over there tonight. And season finale, season updated points are on the board over here.